Hello, my lovers. Welcome to another Character Tuesday. Yes, so of course, as you know, last week we dealt with seductive characters. It was so good, I had to get into some more details about seductive characters. Yes, my lovers, your chief lover is a seductress. Yes, I did really enjoy giving you guys information last week. So this week, we're going to be focusing on, drumroll please, the language of desire. Mastering the art of seductive dialogue in your writing. Yes, so as you know, the language of desire is something really every character speaks when you're writing your fictional pieces. You're definitely going to get to that romance scene or that scene that requires your character to have a tips of seduction. So, in the realm of fiction, a seductive character can bring an electric spark to your story, adding intrigue and sensuality. Their words and actions can weave a web of desire, leaving others entranced in their presence. Join us this week as we explore the art of crafting seductive characters, from their magnetic charm to their irresistible allure. So, of course, we're going to be doing our 5 pro tips on the language of desire. Yes, so I'm ready, lovers. I hope you are. Pro tip number 1, double meanings. Now, everybody loves a little bit of ambiguity as it adds mystery, but embracing double meanings when creating your character's dialogue, seductive character's dialogue, is extremely important. Infuse your dialogue with hidden meaning, or hidden layers rather, of meaning that can be interpreted as innocent or suggestive, adding an intriguing allure to your character's conversations. We embrace double meanings to create an air of mystery and intrigue. Craft lines that can be interpreted innocently, my lovers, on the surface, of course, but carry a hidden seductive subtext that leaves readers curious and captivated by the underlying desires and intentions of your characters. And I'm sure that spoke volumes, lovers. So let's move on to pro tip number 2. Tension. Awkward. I know. Tension is something that you will see in most, if not all, fictional pieces. Whether it's an action thriller or a romantic piece, tension is extremely important. Create tension through banter. And if you guys aren't quite sure what banter is at the end of this point, I'm sure you'll be au fait with it, or I'm sure you will understand it more. Develop witty banter between characters filled with playful teasing and flirtatious exchanges that create a magnetic pull between them. Develop banter between your characters that dances between playful teasing and flirtatious exchanges. Let their quick-witted remarks and clever comebacks create a delightful push and pull dynamic, building tension and attraction that keeps your readers eagerly anticipating the next verbal sparring match. So I understand what banter is, and I definitely understand what well-needed tension is. Labbers, keep up. Alrighty, on to pro tip number 3, sensual metaphors. Now, employ sensual metaphors. Integrate metaphors and descriptive language that evokes sensual imagery, engaging the reader's senses and heightening the seductive undertones in your dialogue. Infuse your seductive dialogue with vivid sensory metaphors that paint a tantalizing picture in your reader's mind. Engage our senses through descriptive language that evokes the textures and tastes, scents and sounds of passion, immersing us, your readers, in the sensory experience of the seductive encounter. So, my labbers, you will get to understand creating those sensual metaphors are extremely important. And sometimes it's one of those more delicate and more, I would say, really one of those skills that are fine skills that take a little time to develop as a writer. But I know you'll get it as the time passes in your pieces that you will write. All right, so on to pro tip number 4, rhythm and pace. Play with rhythm and pace. Vary the rhythm and pace of your dialogue to create tension and anticipation. Use shorter, breathless sentences to convey urgency and longer, languid sentences to evoke a slow, seductive tempo. To break it down a bit, Labbers, vary the rhythm and pace of your seductive dialogue to mirror the ebb and flow of attraction. Use shorter, breathless sentences to convey urgency and heightened desire, while longer, more languid sentences will help you to create a slow and sensual tempo that entices your readers and immerses us in the seductive atmosphere of your writing. So, my Labbers, it's all about keeping your readers engaged, but keeping a pace and a rhythm that your readers not only will be able to keep up with, but will be able to be fully immersed in. All right, Labbers, on to the golden tip. On to pro tip number 5. Imagination is everything. Leave room for imagination, my Labbers. Seductive dialogue should leave a sense of mystery and anticipation. Avoid explicitly revealing everything, allowing readers to imagine the unspoken moments and desires between your characters. When you leave room for imagination, you allow your readers to fill in the gaps with our own fantasies and desires. And I know, Labbers, for some of us readers who kind of have an imagination that goes out of this world, you will leave us to think things, of course, that are out of this world. And this is exactly what the reader-writer experience is all about. Creating room for you to be able to end the story how you think and imagine things happening. Now, by hinting at unspoken moments and desires, you create an air of anticipation that keeps us, the readers, engaged and invested in the seductive journey of your characters. All right, Labbers, so that was awesome. We got it this week. And before you go, I want to leave you with one quick point to remember. Seductive dialogue dances on the delicate threads of finesse and subtlety, enticing readers with its whispers and winks. It is very important to master the art of seduction in your writing by weaving words like silk, leaving your readers tantalized and craving more. So, Labbers, thank you so much for tuning into Character Tuesdays this week. Join me next week as we explore many more awesome character creating and fictional creating tidbits. Mwah! Love, peace, and light. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.